Call the Brushy Creek Regional Utility Authority Board of Directors meeting for Wednesday, May 21st, 2014 to order. Secretary, please call the roll.
President Fuller.
Here.
Vice President White.
Here.
Secretary DeShawn.
Here.
Director Lux.
Here.
Director Whitfield.
Here.
Director Garcia.
Present.
All right, got everybody here. Let's call up item 3, Citizens Communications. This is the time of the meeting where you can address the board, and as usual, it's attorneys and engineers in the audience. Fantastic. All right. Call up item 4, approval of minutes. Item 4A, consider approval of the BCRUA meeting minutes for April 16th, 2014.
Mr. President, I move we approve the minutes.
Second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes from April 16th, 2014, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Go to item 5, presentations. Consider a staff overview regarding the BCRUA quarterly investment report for January 2014 through March 2014.
Thank you, Mr. President. No formal presentation, just a note that we are in the process of shifting some of our funds over into money market accounts to try to improve our interest return slightly. It's gone from almost nothing to a little more than nothing, so interest is still not good on investments, but we're doing what we can. That's it.
Okay, board, any questions, comments? Okay. Call up item 6, executive sessions. Item 6A, consider an executive session as authorized by 551.072 Government Code related to the purchase and/or value of real property, to wit, a 5.217 acre tract owned by Gary and Kathy Gross. And item 6B, consider an executive session as authorized by 551.071 Government Code and Texas Disciplinary Rules of Professional Conduct to consult with legal counsel regarding issues with the regional water treatment plant and the treated water transmission line, segment 1. We are in recess for executive session. I'll do that again. There we go. We'll reconvene from executive session. Call up item 7, action related to executive session. Consider discussion and or possible action related to the purchase of the Gross property. My understanding is no action required or needed. That's correct. Okay. We'll move on to item 8. Consider a resolution authorizing the president to execute supplemental number 3 with CDM Smith for construction phase engineering services for the BCRUA water treatment plant phase 1A project in the amount of $264,332.
Thank you, Mr. President. This supplemental agreement will cover the cost of efforts that have been provided by CDM since February of this year through now, and an additional approximately 90 days beyond that, an estimated level of effort. There's a lot of work going on out at the plant, as you're well aware, and so that's what this is about. And we've looked over it, and it appears to be in order, and it's staff recommendation to approve it. I'll answer any questions if anybody has.
Questions, board? Comments? I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. President, I move that we pass Resolution 8A in the amount of $264,332.
Got a motion and a second to approve the resolution as stated in item 8A. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Call up item 9, director closing comments regarding items of community interest.
Want me to go first? Mr. President, it's a happy day for you and a sad day for us. It's one of those situations where you've always been here. And it's like if you're a junior in high school and all of a sudden the seniors are gone and you realize you're the seniors. It's one of those revelations. But I personally, being second most senior, I guess, would like to thank you for your efforts and the fact that you become as much a friend as you have a colleague. And wish you well in your future endeavors, and thank you for all those meetings with the Texas Water Development Board and certain meetings with certain city councils, and the LCRA and the trips to the LCRA, and it's always been done with good grace and efficiency, and thank you very much for that, for your contributions. We have a gift for you.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
A picture, yeah, thank you, Monique. Wow. It's a picture Not a lot of those people in that picture of the plant dedication are still here. But front and foremost is our own Mitch Fuller,
Thank you very much, George. That's awesome.
and
That was a great day.
it was a great day. Very
Yeah,
warm.
you were president that day. That was,
I was.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm with the Cape Breeze Press, could I get a cut?
Sharon.
Someone should have a camera, that's all.
We've got a small PR budget.
Do you wanna get everyone together and get,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we, y'all mind
Let's
coming
go
down,
down front.
come down the front?
Why don't you, since
Okay.
you got it.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Take a
Come
seat
down,
up front.
come down the front and get everybody down. I'd love to have a picture of all you guys.
That's what I did. Playing no cards. Yeah, I know. Way to go. Looking sharp.
Wanted just the board?
Yeah.
All right.
gonna get in the way, you guys?
There we go.
Are they all in?
What's that be?
What the heck?
Yeah, John Street
What about, that you?
Sorry, JP. Oh, yeah, oh, now you're getting wider.
You're gonna have to,
Scooch in a little.
yeah, okay, a couple of you act like you know each
Get
other.
close and
Come on,
personal.
come on.
Close and personal.
Come on, Tom, all right.
There you go. Very good. Very nice.
Thank you. Anybody else want to say anything? I'm going to go last.
I would. I just want to say that I think, Mitch, I met you in the very beginning when we testified before the Water Development Board to get all this rolling. It's back when Noose was here and several others. So that was my first exposure to you, and I was kind of like, whoa, who's he? It has been a pleasure. It's been fun. I wish you all the best with whatever you've got going next. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you for all your dedication, and I know this has been very, very important and close to your heart, so thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. It has been close to my heart. Very, absolutely. Anybody?
Can't mess with
Appreciate your leadership and having served on council with you on Cedar Park and the leadership there and just on the water park and your vision and your adamance about making sure that we got the plan, got it right the way it should be. So appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
Yeah, I remember meeting Mitch for the first time as I was starting to run for council in Leander. And
I remember that. It was in your chambers.
yes, it was. And he pulled me aside and said, "Are you sure you really want to do this?" And I said, I think so. Should I know more? And he filled me in and gave me a lot of words of encouragement and really helped me get going. So I appreciate that and appreciate your leadership over the last year that we've had here. I know that you served here for much more, and I appreciate that the fact that you waited, you took this all the way up to your last day and made sure that we are getting this thing straight. And so I really appreciate all you've done.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
Well, I guess that would make me the freshman then, right? Sorry, the seniors. I wish I had a longer time to work with you, but unfortunately I don't. But just really appreciate, I guess, with 5-6 months, and you've done a great job here, but at the same time you have an awesome personality, and that's the best part. So.
Thank you. And there's great days ahead for you guys in Leander, man. It's unbelievable the growth that you guys are going to experience. And I was talking to George before the meeting, and I got back from a trip and was driving back in traffic, so you have time to think in traffic. And I was thinking of some numbers. I've been a council member for 7 years. 6 of those years I've been on this board. 5 city managers. I think of the late great Biff Johnson. And it was Biff and Jim Noose and Brenda were our city managers that got this going. And I don't think there can be three different personalities than those three people. And everybody's nodding their head north and south out there. But that's where it came together. It came together at the staff level, and this was not always an easy thing to get going. This was pretty turbulent at the beginning because we all had to. All of our three cities, we love our cities. We have our own self-interest, but we put that aside to a certain extent, never completely, but for the greater good of this project. And then and really the three critical people are Michael, Sam, and Wayne. You know, because you guys at the engineer level, the Jedi Knights that you are on the engineering side, you guys trusted each other and worked together, and that's the heart of this project is the relationships, and that's what I've always talked about, and I think we all agree what the past years when you tell this story of what this is, it's about relationships, and it's about, you know. I mean, we've got half of the county is served by this project, basically, if you look at it. Half of the population, Jordan and I, we're talking about that. I mean, the big dog on the eastern side and you know, us over here, Leander, Cedar Park on the western side. And inside of that, we've got great bilateral relationships with each other. Cedar Park and Leander have worked together on our drought contingency project. Round Rock and us and Cedar Park with the water deal there. So we've got a way to move that. And so this is the example of how to do it. And this is what the Water Development Board, this is what the LCRA, this is what was envisioned by the legislation that was passed in the 2013 session. This is exactly what the state of Texas wants to see how it's done, and we're already doing that. And another number is three legislative sessions. I go back to 2009, and there was, you know, Representative Donna Howard introduced a bill to try to kill this project. And a couple of us walked out of the Capitol with some folks from Valente when it was still very contentious 5 years ago. And we established those relationships. And I know Councilmember Chris Wilder has reached out and wants to meet, and I think that's critical moving forward is those relationships with Valente. And fast forward to 2013, we have our Chapter 26 hearing, and Valente's interested in talking to us about water. So we've almost come, you know, full circle with this, but it's and you're right, Chris, I'm gonna miss this. I will miss this. There's some parts of being a city council member I will not miss, frankly. I will miss this. And I've loved this, and I'm not going too far away. If I can be of any help, I'm still on that LCRA Regional Council. I think the LCRA board is I've asked to be reappointed. I want to stay in this arena, this water stuff, and talk about it. So if I can help in any way, I will. And I want to wish all of you, John and Simon and Jason and Chris and George, all of you, the best of luck moving forward, because this is a great project and it's gonna work. Anything else? We're adjourned.